let's talk about something that almost every new investor hears about, but a lot of people kind of misunderstand: dividends. We're going to cut through all the noise and bust one of the biggest myths in the investing world.
You've heard this, right? I mean, it's everywhere. Just buy dividend stocks and get paid. It sounds so simple, so perfect. You just buy a piece of a company, kick back, and watch the cash roll into your account. It's sold as this almost foolproof way to make money. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It really does sound like companies are just handing out free cash. But is that what's actually going on here? Well, let's peel back the curtain and see what's really happening. Okay, to really get this, we've got to start from square one. In this first part, we are going to walk through the mechanics of a dividend payment, and we're going to bust that free money myth once and for all. So what is a dividend, really? At its heart, it's super simple. A company makes a profit, and instead of plowing all that money back into the business, it decides to share some of the winnings directly with its owners. And that's you, the shareholder. Let's make this real. Let's say you own 10 shares of some company. That company announces it's paying out a $1 dividend for every share. The math couldn't be easier. 10 shares times $1, boom. You get a $10 cash payment right in your brokerage account. Simple, right? Okay, but this is where it gets really, really important. That $10 didn't just magically appear out of thin air. It had to come from somewhere inside the company. So what's the source? Where did they get that cash? And here's the big secret. The money comes directly out of the company's bank account. Think about it. Before the dividend, the company has a certain amount of cash, and its stock is worth, say, $100 a share. When it pays you that $1 dividend, it's literally taking cash out of its own pocket. So the company is now worth less, and the stock price has to drop by pretty much the exact amount of the dividend. So let's be crystal clear about this. No, dividends are not free money. You're not getting richer in that moment. It's more like a currency exchange. The company is taking $1 of your ownership value and converting it into $1 of cash in your hand. Okay, myth busted. Now that we know it's not a free lunch, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how investors actually use and think about dividends in the real world. You're going to hear this term constantly: dividend yield. All it is a simple percentage that shows you how much cash you're getting back each year compared to the stock's price. So if a stock costs $100 and pays you $2 a year in dividends, that's a 2% yield. It's just a quick and easy way to compare different dividend stocks. But, and this is a big but, you have to be careful. A really high yield can sometimes be a trap. It might be high because the stock price has totally tanked, which could be a huge red flag about the company's health. And you always have to remember this. Dividends are not guaranteed. A company can slash them or even get rid of them completely if things go south. So with all that in mind, let's talk about why dividends are still a cornerstone of so many successful investing strategies. What's the real value here? So if it's not free money and it's not even guaranteed, what's the big deal? Why do people build entire portfolios around this idea? Well, the answer isn't about what a dividend is, it's about what it lets you do. It really boils down to 3 huge advantages. 1, it can create a regular income stream. 2, it's often a sign of a stable, healthy company. And 3, it unlocks the almost magical power of compounding. Let's hit each one. First up, income. This is huge for people in retirement. Dividends can create a regular paycheck, a stream of cash you can use to pay your bills, all without having to sell off your actual investments. Your portfolio stays intact, and you still get money to live on. Second, stability. Just think about it for a second. For a company to pay a dividend quarter after quarter, year after year, it has to be making a consistent profit. These usually aren't risky, fly-by-night startups. They tend to be mature, stable, blue-chip kinds of businesses. So a long history of paying dividends can be a great sign of quality. And finally, we get to the most powerful advantage of them all: compounding. Instead of spending that dividend cash, what if you use it to buy more shares of the same company? Well, those new shares will start earning their own dividends. It creates this amazing snowball effect where your investment starts feeding itself and growing faster and faster over time. It is incredible. Now, it's super important to know that paying dividends isn't the only game in town. In fact, many of the world's most successful companies have chosen a totally different path for their profits. So you basically have 2 main philosophies. On one side, you have dividend stocks. Their goal is income now, so they pay out profits to you. On the other side, you have growth stocks. Their goal is future growth. They take every dollar of profit and reinvest it back into the business to get bigger and more valuable down the road. And of course, that leads to the big question every investor asks. Okay, So which one is better? Should I go for the income now or bet on that future growth?
And the truth is, there is no single better way. It 100% depends on you. What are your goals? How old are you? Do you need cash now, or are you investing for 30 years from now? A young person might lean towards growth, a retiree towards dividends. Honestly, a lot of the smartest investors build a portfolio that has a healthy mix of both.
All right, let's wrap this all up. If you only remember one single thing from our entire conversation today, please let it be this next point. Dividends are not free money. They're not a bonus. They are a physical piece of your investment being put to work. It's the company's profit being turned into real cash in your pocket, giving you the choice to either spend it or reinvest it to build even more wealth.
Look, understanding how this works isn't just some academic exercise. It's about empowering you to make smarter choices with your money. Knowing it's a transfer of value, not a freebie, changes everything about how you look at a stock. So the real question is, how is this going to shape the way you invest from now on?